What if every decision you made had to be taken as if it were your last day on Earth? If you woke up in the morning and knew you'd never see the sun again, how would you speak to others? What would you say? What would you leave behind? This is how the ancient samurai lived, not with fear, but with clarity, with awareness. The Hagakure, one of the most mysterious and powerful texts in Japanese philosophy, reminds us that life gains meaning only when you accept death, when you stop avoiding it and start living as if it's already beside you. Yamamoto Tsunetomo wrote that the way of the samurai is found in death, not because the samurai wanted to die, but because only by being willing to die can one truly live. Only then does fear disappear. And when fear leaves, a person can stand firm, with a clear heart and a calm spirit. For the samurai, the choice was simple: live with honor or not live at all. Hesitation, overthinking, the maybes and the what-ifs, they have no place on this path. Decisions are made with clarity and carried out without looking back. Because living a half-life filled with doubt and cowardice is worse than death itself. And maybe we're not warriors with swords, but we are warriors in other ways. We fight for our goals, for our dignity, for a better tomorrow. And like the samurai, we must learn to treat life not as something that belongs to us, but as something borrowed. Every day could be our last, not to scare us, but to wake us up. The fear of the end, once accepted, becomes an ally. It doesn't paralyze you, it frees you. And in that freedom, you can finally stand tall, like a true samurai. Honor was everything to the samurai. It wasn't just a word, it was a way of life. A code so strict that losing one's honor was considered worse than losing one's life. In fact, many chose death over disgrace, and not out of pride, but because they believed that a life without honor was no life at all. Honor, in the world of Hagakure, wasn't about fame or public recognition. It was something invisible. It lived in the silent decisions made when no one was watching. It was measured by how you behaved when no one would know the outcome. Would you stay true to your word, even if it cost you? Would you protect another's name, even if it meant losing your own? For the samurai, there was no negotiation. Honor guided every action. They didn't ask, "What's in it for me?" They asked, "What is the right thing to do?" Today, in a world where image often matters more than integrity, this mindset feels rare. We see people trading values for attention, loyalty for likes, and character for convenience. But the samurai remind us, true honor can't be bought, borrowed, or faked. It's forged in the choices we make, especially when it's hardest. Imagine a world where people valued integrity above all, where a person's word meant something, where doing the right thing mattered more than being seen doing the right thing. That's the world the samurai lived in. And maybe we'll never carry swords or wear armor, but we carry something even heavier, our name, and the way we protect it, with honesty, courage, and respect. That is the true test of honor in our time. Discipline was not a choice for the samurai. It was a way of being. Every day began with the same goal: to become better. Not to defeat someone else, but to defeat the version of themselves from yesterday. The samurai didn't wait for motivation. He didn't wake up wondering if he felt like it. He didn't allow himself the luxury of procrastination, because he knew habit becomes character, and character becomes destiny. Tsunetomo writes about how important it is to live with discipline even in the smallest actions, how you speak, how you sit, how you move, because the one who takes care of the small things is ready for the big ones. Discipline isn't harshness, it's care. It's love for your path. In an age where everyone chases comfort, the samurai pursued commitment. In a world that promotes the easy way, he chose the difficult one, because that's where true strength is found. Not in ease, but in voluntary struggle. Even today, discipline remains a form of freedom. When you say no to distractions, you're saying yes to yourself. When you wake up each day with purpose, you don't have to wait for life to show you who you are. You show it. Maybe we don't have a master in a kimono to guide us, but we have something even stronger, the ability to build daily habits that bring us closer to who we want to become. Because in the end, the one who chooses discipline chooses himself. For the samurai, loyalty was sacred. It wasn't just devotion to a person, it was a commitment to a principle, a path, something greater than oneself. The lord he served was not only a man, but a symbol of duty, responsibility, and honor. The samurai didn't center his life around personal desires. He didn't ask, "What do I want?" He asked, "What is my duty?" And that wasn't weakness, it was the strength of someone who understood his place in the world. He knew that freedom didn't come from doing whatever you want, but from giving yourself fully to something worth serving. In a world that constantly shifts, where everything feels temporary, loyalty becomes a rare virtue. Tsunetomo reminds us that true strength isn't about controlling everything, but about remaining still while the world moves around you. Loyalty is not passive. It's an active, conscious choice to offer yourself to something greater, even when it doesn't benefit you, to stay true when it's hard, to hold your ground when everyone else changes. Today, that doesn't mean we need lords or masters, but we all need a purpose, a mission, something or someone worthy of our loyalty. It could be your family, a vision, an ideal, or even your best self. A person without loyalty is easily swayed, but the one who believes stands firm. Because true loyalty doesn't trap you, it holds you. And when everything falls apart, it may be the only thing left standing. The true samurai didn't seek glory. He didn't try to stand out, shout louder, or impress others. He knew that the greatest strength is found in silence, in being present yet unseen, in knowing without needing to speak. Hagakure doesn't celebrate the heroes of songs and legends. It honors the quiet, everyday warrior, the one who does the right thing without expecting praise, who serves without needing to be noticed, who remains steady even when no one is watching. His wisdom didn't come from education or intellect. It came from experience, observation, and silent understanding. Often, the one who speaks least understands most, and the one who doesn't try to be seen becomes the most reliable presence of all. In a world obsessed with appearances, this way of being feels revolutionary. Humility isn't weakness, it's a choice. To know your worth and not need to prove it. To give without shouting about it. To walk forward without asking for applause. Tsunetomo wrote that a warrior doesn't need to stand out to be great. He only needs to be consistent, to be there, to stand when others fall, to act when others hesitate. And maybe this is the greatest wisdom of all, to live simply but deeply, to have power but use it with restraint, to be a warrior not to be seen but to serve. The path of the samurai no longer walks through the streets of Japan, but it lives on in anyone who chooses to stand with honor, who chooses discipline, humility, and devotion. If any of this spoke to you, if you felt, even for a moment, that our world needs more silent warriors, then leave a like or share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want us to keep bringing powerful books like Hagakure into the modern world, consider subscribing to the channel. It gives us the strength to continue, and we truly thank you for it.